Hi guys, my name is Dylan, Dylan James, as you can probably tell by the channel name. I am 25 years old. I'm currently living in Melbourne, Australia. But you can see the city over there, it's up there, currently in a place called Albert Park. There are a few flies. It is very hot here, so you might see me swatting throughout the video. But I have tried to do YouTube quite a few times since I was 15. I'm 25 now, so 10 years ago was when I made my first channel. I've always wanted to do it. I've always enjoyed doing it, but at the time, I've wanted I put effort into my videos in the past, and I've wanted them to, become something. I wanted people to see them and enjoy them, and so I did get very wrapped up in seeing that, you got no views and stuff, which is obviously, it's what happens at the start. But it's still, bummed me out a bit, and so I've stopped doing it each time. But I'm doing it this time, partially because it's currently January 2nd, so obviously New Year's started. I came to Australia last year in, I don't know what it would be, June, it was June. I came here in June, obviously it's currently January, and I came here kind of on a bit of a whim. I couldn't really afford it. Everything told me that I shouldn't do it. But at the same time, I was very down where I lived, which is a town in the UK called Blackpool. You might know it, you might not. It's not a great place. It's very, very crime-ridden, which I mean you can say about a lot of the world, but Blackpool's bad. It's got its parts, and there are things I miss about being there. And I'm going back in May for a friend's wedding, so I will return. But yeah, I just was very unhappy in Blackpool. I needed something new, and I mean, what's newer than coming to the other side of the world? God, these flies, fuck off. I needed something new, but since coming here, there's one thing that I've been sort of faced with, which is, and I like it as a concept, but it sort of summarises how I felt. I felt like coming here, and it's changed me a lot, but I thought that it would kind of, naively, I thought that it would, I'd just be a different person. That, it was my environment that was defining who I was and the things that I didn't like about myself, and, the reason why things felt stagnant was just because of where I was. And part of that's true, but it's not fully true. The quote is, no matter where you go, there you are. And I've brought a lot of my baggage with me here, which obviously it should have been expected. I just kind of hoped that it would have, sort of gone away, I suppose, in coming here. And it has to a degree, but it's still there. And I've just realised recently, so I came to Brisbane originally. When I came to Australia, I came to Brisbane, and I wasn't a big fan. I say I wasn't a big fan. It was more so where I was living. I was living with people that I really didn't get on with. My landlady didn't get on with her. Brisbane was good, but Melbourne, I think I love Melbourne, and so it's felt like night and day. But since I've been in Australia, I had all these grand plans. Since I was younger, I always had this idea of, the whole idea of, I guess they call it a fucking winter arc now, but that whole feeling of just disappearing for a while, and really bettering yourself and coming back and just being able to say to everyone, look at what I did. And I mean, going to Australia already, is a cool thing. It absolutely is, and I don't take that for granted. But financially at the moment, I'm absolutely fucked. It's just factually the case, unfortunately. I've got debt that needs to be resolved. I've got, this is back home, but I still need to get it sorted out. And I came to Melbourne on the basically with a friend's help who was already here, and the job that I got through him has stopped give me hours basically because it's over Christmas, and I'm a casual worker, which if you don't know how it works, in Australia casual is basically like 0 hour. I don't know what it would be outside of the UK, but basically they don't, there's no guarantee of hours, and so yeah, massively cut me down on hours, but it was partially, my current predicament is partially my fault because I should have done more saving. The money that I got when I came over to Melbourne, a lot of the money I've got in Australia I've spunked, and it's been on, I've been having fun, yeah, but a lot of it has been on just pointless, just drinks and things like that, but it's just too much, not enough, it's just not enough saving. I now that it's a new year, I've got to go back in May. And then I want to come back to Melbourne, and if I don't save enough money now by May, I probably won't be able to come back, at least not for a long time, because I know what will happen. I know for a fact that if I don't go home with the money that I need to sort my visa out again, and the money to come back over here, if I don't already have that when I go back to Blackpool, then if I have to earn it in Blackpool, it just won't happen. I can just see it. I don't know what my living arrangements are going to be when I'm back. It's just the plan. I have to come back here, at least for a second year, should be a third as well. But that also leads me on to, I guess also I've wanted to sort my health out for a long time. Perfectly timed helicopter. Fuck off, please. Thank you. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear that in the video, but I don't want to speak and then be inaudible due to the helicopter. I guess I'm giving you a quick rundown on my backstory here. When I was up until the age of 15, I was very overweight in school. Was bullied a lot in primary and high school, and then luckily my mum was a personal trainer. Came to her one day and just said, "Listen, this is too much. I'm not happy here. I don't know what to do. I'm overweight and life just isn't getting any better. I can't talk to I can't talk to women. I'm completely just in a shell. And I felt like invisible, really, just to everyone. And she helped me, and she put me through my paces, and I really worked my ass off when I was 15. I think I might have been 14. I think I got in shape for 15 or 16. Yeah, for 15 it was. But yeah, and I got in shape. I was in good shape. I'll probably, maybe throw a picture up. I don't know if I've got the editing things to do that. I probably will. I'll show you a picture of what I looked like when I was 16, I believe the picture will be. And I looked pretty good for that age. Considering I was overweight before. And then I kind of learned a lot of really shitty things. I say learned, it was more so I took the wrong lesson from it. And one of them was that to be happy, I had to be in shape. And the issue was with that I had a lot of things happen. As life does, it sort of hits you down here and there. And I ended up getting back out of shape, ended up putting weight back on. And then it started this sort of downward spiral of feeling like, because I'd learned that, I was only good enough, I was only spoken to, I was only seen and treated well and recognised when I was in shape, and I wasn't ever recognised for any of those things when I was out of shape. Therefore, now that I'm out of shape again, the same thing's going to happen. And I've kind of just, for the last, I'd say, honestly, as sad as it is to say, probably 8 years, been very, I basically sort of fell out of shape at 17 or 18. And I've just had an extremely negative mindset since, obviously this is a small video and I don't even know if it's going to be seen by people. I don't like the censorship on YouTube and stuff, so I'll just say it. I've been suicidal quite a few times throughout my the past 8 years, which is it's sad to say, but it's just true. I've scars to sort of of the struggles that I've had, and I've just had such a horrible mindset. A lot of people that know me know how much I put myself through the ringer mentally, and just how hard of a time I've had. And in coming here didn't ever want to feel that way again, and I really thought I wouldn't. And then this last month being in Melbourne, I got a job in a bar, basically a pub/bar, and you get a free drink at the end of your shift, and then you get discounted drinks after that. And the amount of alcohol that I've had in the past month has been shocking, just because of that. You know, finishing work and then having that one drink, and then your friends around you, and you're like, oh, well, you know what, I'll have one more, then why not? And not only does all the money that you've just earned go, it just disappears, because no matter how much it's discounted, you'll just get more. At least that's what I did. And yeah, I've just spent the last month just in a sort of a fugue state of just constantly hungover and sad and feeling like ill, really, you know, and all my money gone. Yeah, it's been shit. And I've had fun, don't get me wrong, bits of fun here and there, but overall, just no. Not really. So that brings me to what I'm doing in this new year, and sorry it's taken me 10 minutes to get to it, but I am doing 75 hard this year, and I feel like it's become a bit of like I don't know how it's seen, sort of the cultural zeitgeist, but I feel like it's seen as a bit like a cringe thing, or at least I think people that do it seem to be very cringy people. They're not cringy for doing it, but as they're doing it, they seem to be very like Ashton Hall, and I don't know if he's done it, but just that sort of culture of really hardcore egocentric people talking about 75 hard. I am doing it because, and I'll explain what it is if you don't know what it is in a second, but I'm doing it because I need discipline again, and I need a long enough time to figure my head out again. I can see 75 days, I have 4 months until I have to go back home. The way I see it, it's exactly enough time left to do the things that I need to do. If I delay any more, I'm not going to do any things I need to do. I don't have the time, factually. 75 hard's only 2.5 months, but it is, by the time I'm done with it, it's such a hardcore sort of program that by the time I'm done with it, I just feel like not only will I be in such a better place there in every way, financially, because I won't spend all my money on booze, you know, or takeaway or shit. Also, you know, fucking, I won't be spending my money on, you know, poor food. I'll be feeding myself properly, and so that'll be cheaper than a bunch of fucking takeaways. Yeah, I'll be in better shape, you know, my eating habits, and as a result of all those things, I'll be a happier person. God, the flies really fucking piss me off. Yeah, I'll be a happier person. I basically, just before Christmas, just got hit with a really heavy bout after so many hangovers stacking up. Just got hit with a really heavy bout of, it was temporary, you know. Luckily, being here, the thing that has changed is I don't tend to go into slumps where I think that things can't change. Jesus Christ, they're just fuck off. Jeez, I've got fucking Mr. Miyagi this shit, fuck off. Yeah, so 75 hard, I'll explain what it is. So essentially, for 75 days, you have to train indoors. They say 45 minutes. It's every day. So I think I'll be doing push-pull legs, push-pull leg split. So my plan is push-pull legs boxing. And they say 45 minutes indoors, 45 minutes outdoors. Because push-pull legs, for me, I can smash out. I'm quite strong. I'm quite decently built. Like, I'm just fat at the moment, so when I said that I got out of shape, I've actually continued to train for the last 8 years, but I've just put no effort into my diet or cardio or looking after myself. So I've packed on a muscle and I've gotten strong, but I'm fat, and that, to me, I need to change that. You know, that's a very important thing. You know, I got up a set of stairs and I'm fucking absolutely dead. I need to change that. So yeah, it's 45 minutes indoors, and then you've got to do at another point in the day 45 minutes outdoors of exercise. You got to drink a gallon of water every day, no junk food, no alcohol. You got to do a progress picture every day. Got to read 30 pages. Now they say you've got to do non-fiction, like a self-help book. As much as I've you know, read loads of self-help books in the past, but I tend to always come to the conclusion that it just tends to feel like it's I don't know, they just tend to ring a bit hollow for me. It just tends to be like, be yourself, you know, or the lessons are quite obvious. And I guess that is life, you know, a lot of the lessons are obvious. It's just how you actually internalize them and process them. But I just don't find self-help books ever really helped me that much. I've been reading the Witcher series. I fucking love the Witcher so much. The Witcher 3 is probably my favourite game of all time. And I bought the books before I came to Australia. And I said, oh, I'll read them all in, you know, in no time. And I've barely touched them, or I had barely touched them. I just started reading them again. There are 8 books. I've just finished the 3rd book, so I'm on to the 4th. But I'm really enjoying reading those, so I'm doing 30 pages of those just because it's, you know, it's make me more eloquent. And one that I've tacked on is I want to do a video every day, just because that whole dream as a kid of wanting to do YouTube, this is technically me doing it. Well, it's not technically, it is me doing it. So yeah, that's my 75 hard thing. That's the plan. I'm going to be keeping track of it every day, doing it for 75 days, and I'm just hoping that, I have hope, by the end of it, that things are better, and they will be. I know they will be. It's going to be hard. It's the part of the reason I want to do the video is to keep me accountable, because I know for a fucking fact there are going to be so many times where you know, fucking someone I work with is like, oh, come on, no, you got to go for a drink. No, just one. Or, you know, my old boss from Brisbane might be coming over in February. Be hard to, you know, not have a drink with him because we're really good pals. Yeah, it's just going to be difficult. But I believe that I can do it. Yeah, I believe that, I think if I do it as well, it will be the sign that I need. Shia LaBeouf's whole, you know, just do it thing. As much as it was memed, I saw that come up on my timeline recently, and in rewatching it, it's funny. It used to be funny, that video, but now when I watch it, I'm like, just the passion and the message, I think, actually sort of hit home for me. And the most important part was, if you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. And I've just realised that I've built up this mindset of thinking that nothing will ever change because I've failed so many times over this past 8 years. And I think that's just bullshit. I just need to show myself that I'm wrong. So that's what I'm doing. Now, over the course of these 75 days, obviously I'm going to be uploading a video every day. The only reason one might not go up is because I don't know if my hostel, I'm in a hostel at the moment, which, you know, it is what it is. If the hostel Wi-Fi doesn't allow me to upload, it might be a case of batch uploading. I don't know, maybe I have to schedule uploads or something, I'm not sure. But either way, I'll figure it out. I want to get a video done every day regardless. That's the most important part. There's a drone above me. I thought it was a fucking huge fly. But yeah, so that's the plan for now. Is just do the 75 hard, you know, just track that. I've finished the gym today. I just did a push session. My left arm is kind of feeling like I might have injured it a little bit. Not from today, but I think it's... I've been training for the past week just to make sure that I wasn't starting 75 hard, having not trained for ages. I wanted to be kind of in the, you know, the mindset and the rhythm before starting it. Because I think if you start training, doing a heavy program after not training for ages, it can kind of burn you out a bit. So yeah, I won't just do... There will always be a video up about the, you know, the progress for the day. Obviously, it's day one, but... I'll also talk about other things as well. I'll probably get some other videos up when I have the time, and, you know, things I'm passionate about. One of the things I wanted to talk about was Stranger Things. Obviously just finished the finale yesterday. I wanted to just sort of chat about that, really. It'd be cool to sort of talk about some of the things I'm into and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's day one. I don't know if I'll put not the profile pictures, I don't know if I'll put the progress pictures in just yet. I don't know if I feel comfortable enough doing that. Maybe I will. I suppose I probably should. Yeah, I guess I have to. Just because obviously the point is to not be scared of what I am and, you know, what I am at the moment, and have the hope that things will change. So yeah, that's I suppose that's it for a first video, but sort of an introduction to who I am to a degree. I essentially just want to be, you know, become a better man. Really, you know, I believe in myself again, because I haven't for a long time. So yeah, this is the start of that. I hope you sort of, you know, if anyone's seen this, you know, hopefully someone inevitably will, and then hopefully people will inevitably. But yeah, if you've seen this, you know, I hope you enjoyed sort of getting to know me a little bit, and you know, I hope you're here for the 75 days, really, see how it goes. But yeah, thank you for watching.